So, okay, it's number 5 now. We just talked like a couple of weeks ago, had you on MIGS versus the World of Wrestling, and here we are again. Got Shane Strickland back. Champ.
Yes. Back in my city.
Yes.
Love this place.
And I like that you brought a friend. You brought Monteasy, who's a man who...
One of the most talented lyricists I've ever had the pleasure of being around.
Wow. You know what? Let me just do this real quick. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Dizzy on the beat.
Oh.
There we go. Anyone who's been to a DEFY show has heard this. See, I already got it. There they are. Goosebumps.
Swerve with the best of them. Never mind the rest of them. Only leave respect and a check from them. Might check.
The song came out very good.
It's not bad. It's okay.
It's a good studio song.
Dude, the first time when you came out to the DEFY show where you first unveiled this song, I'm in the ring as the ring announcer, and I'm just goosebumps. I even had them right now. The goosebumps kicked in because, I mean, obviously you had a great ring entrance with Shaka Khan, and then all of a sudden you're just like, okay, changing it up. And I was like, okay. And especially when the chorus kicks in and then you come back in with the rap, it's just like the whole place went unglued. It was awesome. I mean, Monteasy, I know you're going to be there tonight. So we're recording this right before DEFY Vibes, and you're going to perform this live.
Yes.
Now, I can speak on behalf of the Defiance and the fan base that when this song first kicked in, the studio version, the place went nuts. It's going to be nuts for you tonight. I guarantee you, Washington Hall is going to lose their minds when you come out. Are you ready for this?
Man, you know, I've been, so let me put this in really good context. I was just in New Orleans WrestleMania weekend.
I think all three of us were.
Yeah, we all were.
Yeah.
And I was ready for that, but man, I am ready for this. I have been salivating for this moment. I've been wanting this. I've been wanting not only to come to the West Coast just to perform, but to come to DEFY and do this, because the feeling I had recording that record and seeing the response when he comes out to it, I was like, I just need 5 minutes. Just get that microphone. I have to go out and do that. It is on my bucket list.
So how did this even not happen? So, I mean, obviously, you have the song. It's killing it. Shane's killing it as well. Together, it's great. And then all of a sudden, I see the flyer that says Monteasy is coming to DEFY Vibes. I'm just like, oh, that's awesome.
Dude, it was like a really good promotional thing. Because I'm like, man, a really dope entrance song can do so much for like not only just the superstar performing, but like the artist performing it as well. And it just like that song got him out here. You know, there's not too many other guys that are making entrance music for other wrestlers that are able to like travel and perform it anywhere in the world. That's amazing. So like I knew the steps when we like first hooked up to like I did one of his interviews for his podcast on his YouTube channel, and just like vibing with him and talking with him and hearing like how articulate he is when he speaks and asks questions, and like we vibe off the same like type of topics and stuff. I was like, oh man, we can do some stuff with this, man. And then like I like hit up High Spots. I'm like, yo, I want to do a show with my man Monteasy right here. He was like, oh, I'm not sure who he is, but I'm like, yo, just don't worry about it. Like, we're going to do this show, and we're going to talk about everything.
Swerve stamp of approval.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I'm going to talk about everything but wrestling, and I got a million people I could talk to. Right. And then that formed into like, yo, I need an entrance song from you. I need music.
So how involved were you then with the whole creation of the song, with the production, with the lyrics, all of that?
I'll give you the artist perspective, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So I like telling the story. So, you know, I've made music for a lot of guys, and you get to a point where you I've been doing it for almost 5 years. So you get to a point where it's not mundane, but you got to find ways to stay creatively challenged.
Sure.
So Shane is a guy who knows his music. He'd be me if I wasn't rapping. That's basically what it was. If I was a rapper, I'd be him.
Okay.
Because his knowledge of hip hop. So that's how it would be. So he had this idea of the song. He wanted a singer. He wanted it to be like not dark, but something different from Shaka Khan.
Right.
And he wanted it to be like kind of an anthem record. So I'm literally scratching. You see my facial hair now. Like, it was longer than this. I'm literally in my apartment writing. Like, what you heard was like after like 2 months of writing. I threw away so much pen and pad and paper talking because I felt under pressure. Yeah. And I don't really feel that way from writing music, but I know he didn't say it, but I know he was like, all right, let me see what you can do kind of thing. Right. It's like, do you have it? Or you really, Can you put this together? Can you make a hit song? Because you can make wrestling music, but can you make a hit record?
Because the song, like you said, it dictates the vibe of the wrestling.
Yeah, and that's the perfect name for the show with the song, with him performing it, DEFY Vibes.
Yeah.
All that just came full circle because I'm like a performer that's also an artist. Everything has to come full circle with the sound, how I'm coming out to, the way my look is, the way I perform in the ring. All of that has to be all in one. So like the vibe you have to get from the music, the vibe you have to get from the artist performing it, the vibe I give off, the way you look at me and stuff, all that came full circle. Yeah, everything had to just come together.
So no pressure for you.
Yeah.
I was sweating, man. So check this out, right? So I write all my music when I'm like in the weirdest moments. So I'm holding one of my 15 kids. So I'm holding one of my kids, right?
Yep.
And I'm sitting there.
No exaggeration.
And she's like, my daughter. She's sitting there just talking, and I'm sitting there on the computer typing while I'm typing my rhymes out while talking to her. So my kid going around the house being bad, and and what you hear is what I had to play. I said, this has to be it.
Yeah.
This gotta be, he's gotta like this. Now, mind you, the singer on the song is what was the most difficult part after that, because I filtered through so many singers. Shout out to Zai Hyros who did the chorus to the song. We were talking, and I'm like, I have no idea how this is going to sound. I don't know if she knows who Shay Strickland is. I don't know if she understands what I'm trying to do, but this better come out right. And we was in the studio. Now, mind you, we never heard each other's parts when we were recording this.
Really?
We just winged it in the studio. I never heard her part. She never heard my rap.
So did she write that part?
She wrote that part. And
that's all her.
We met at a cafe, and she wrote it, and I said, don't let me hear it until we get to the studio. Don't let me hear it until we get to the studio. She wrote it right there on the spot. She added him on Facebook. She looked at who he was for about a week.
Really?
She said, okay, I got it.
So did you guys have a conversation?
I never met the girl.
So she
never met the girl.
Facebook creeped you
a little bit. But that's how important it is for me to like put off how I look in the ring. She can literally look at the pictures of me.
That's a great point.
And be like, oh, I get the vibe from him, how this needs to sound.
Right.
That's why I said everything has to come full circle. All three parts. Like my visual, the sound, and the performance, all three has to come together. Like I never met the girl. She just looked at my stuff and had my imagery of the character that I portrayed, and she got the feel from that, which made her write the song and the ballad that she had to sing.
So how much was your mind blown when you feel? I mean, it's mission accomplished. She captured the essence of Swerve. Without even meeting you. That's a testament to you and your character, like what you've done to create and foster the character that is Shane Strickland.
It was work right there. That was work on my end. That's because like they're putting in the work on their end.
See,
I had to put in the work on mine.
And it's so cool to talk to you guys about this because in my head, you wrote that for her. You told her. You dictated. You know what I mean? In my head, that's what I'm thinking because I don't know what goes into writing a hip hop song. I mean, I play drums, so I barely even know what it goes into playing rock songs. I just hit some drums loud, you know what I mean? But that's mind blowing. I did not realize that. That's really cool.
It took a process. It was about a good 4 or 5 months process, and we were talking, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to wing it. I never in my life, I probably said sending music to my music mentor. My music mentor started rapping with Busta Rhymes. So them two are like best friends. I usually send him my music. He usually just picks it apart, whether what he likes and doesn't like. But sending the song to him was like the second most nervous I've ever been because I was like, this is huge. I said, I have to do this for him,
right?
Because this is going to be a big moment for me if he likes it. He sent it. He said, I love it.
So yeah, let's go to that moment. He sends you the MP3.
Yep.
And you pull it up, and you're hearing it for the first time.
And I downloaded it to my phone. I'm in the gym listening to it. I'm driving to the grocery store listening to it. I'm walking down the street to get mail listening to it. Every little task I was doing throughout the day, I was listening to the song. Even playing 2K, I'm just listening to it over and over again. I'm trying to find my cues. I'm trying to find my beats. How do my shoulders move to it? How do I take my glasses off to it? All of everything had to just be like I had to feel it on every step, every tune, every beat, every chorus, every up, every down, all of it. I had to just feel it. I had to listen to that song so many times that I could just like when it plays in my entrance song, I could be talking to a fan and I'm like, wait, this is my cue, and then I can just go just on feel.
I didn't even factor that part in. That now you have to create a whole new entrance.
Yes.
That goes along with the music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So how nervous were you then at that first DEFY show when you debuted it? Were you fully? I mean, maybe that's a bad question. I don't really see you being nervous.
I don't really get nervous.
Yeah.
Like at this point,
Jesus, you're getting thrown through glass and light bulbs. I don't think the song routine is going to make you nervous, but it's still got to be a little like, oh, how are people going to take it?
It's just it's a test run. To me, I look at it as a test run.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if they don't respond to it, all right, we got to go back to the drawing board, fix it up. Time this right, time this wrong, and whatever, mix it up, mix and match it, get back to the studio and be like, all right, now we got to try it at this show now.
And I remember that moment when you first step on the second turnbuckle.
Yep.
And you do your thing where you have your arm up, and the music hits at a certain point. There's like a little bit of a drop, and then it all kicks back in. That's when I was like, all right, I'm fully sold on this. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's just there's a cool... I don't know how to describe it, but in addition to having a hip hop feel, but there's an EDM feel to the song as well.
Yes,
Right.
Yes, it is.
And so did you come up with the beats for it, or
a friend of mine named Dizzy? He made it. Young guy. We actually talked on the phone, and I was like, "Bro, I need something." Now, mind you, he's the biggest Kanye fan ever existed. So, with that being said, I said I needed something like Kanye mixed with pop, with a little bit of speed to it.
Yep.
And I just said that, and he was like, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So he started with the Kanye influence, and then he went to the pop EDM, because he sent me something, I said, I need a little faster. So he said it, and then that's the current speed that we have, the BPM that it is now.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. I said, I got it. I said, it might take a while with certain fans to get it, because they're so used to him coming out to something with Ain't Nobody. And that's still classic, because he still does on certain promotions.
Sure.
But I said for certain places, I said they're going to love this. I said certain promotions are going to feel it more than others. And it's like that with any other theme song I make. You know, it's but this gave me the blueprint to say, okay, I at least prove to myself that I can make a hit record that is not necessarily... It's for wrestling, but doesn't have to be associated with it.
you don't even have to know that this is a song for a wrestler.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember even talking to you after it first debuted at the DEFY show, and we connected on Twitter. And then you sent me I'm like, hey, I'll send you a link to the song. I'm like, thank you. I want to hear this in my car.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't even just like I want to hear it as Shane comes out. No offense. I picture you still coming out of
but at the same time,
the air vents of my car. And,
right. Yeah. Even with the lyrics though, there's not like drop kick off the rope.
Right.
Hit elbow smash off hit the rock bottom and turn the eyebrow. Like
when I say choke,
you know what I mean?
When I say choke, you say slam.
Yeah,
choke,
exactly. That's wrestling music, and I didn't want wrestling music. I was like, I want music. I want like a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and
you do that, gets dated. If you do that, the song will become dated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do it that way, it can become very dated, and it only have a certain shelf life. As if you just write it like it's a hit record, it has more of a shelf life to it. It can.
So what got you connected in the world of wrestling? I mean, obviously a wrestling fan, but what made you decide to do stuff with your music and have it connect to wrestling?
Well, 2014, I was just randomly sitting in the house. Watching TV, I was watching YouTube, I was watching the Royal Rumble, the one where The Rock fought CM Punk and won the belt.
Yes.
That pay-per-view. And
spoiler, man, it's on my DVR. I haven't seen the match yet.
Talk about dating.
And
I'm a little behind.
And I randomly just wrote a song, started writing wrestling music, randomly writing wrestling songs. And my first performance that I ever did, I met him. 2015 Shane Memorial Shamrock Cup from MCW in Maryland, and I did the entrance for another guy named Drolix who put me on to all this. Him and Shane they've literally opened the doors for me and all this. So it's ironic that he was in the match.
Yep.
And one of his opponents I did the theme song for.
Crazy.
So it's funny how all
comes
this
full circle.
It all becomes full circle. And now the best song I believe I've ever made was for him.
Yeah.
I believe this is the best record I've ever made, simply not because of the degree of difficulty, but because of adding another element of a female to a song, and also the overall context of the record. I feel like I put more into this than any other one. So it started with that and building with Shane. I met him for the first time there, and we spoke briefly, but he was just finding himself. I was kind of finding myself. I was very green and not understanding how I wanted to promote myself. Mm-hmm. So now that it comes full circle 4 years later, I'm like, all right, now I know how I want to do this, who I want to make music for, how I want to put these projects out. And, 4 years later, here we are, right here talking about this classic. So
crazy. That's pretty damn cool. to think like that's where it all started for you guys, and then here you are going to perform with your man.
And also another thing about that full circle was I went to the finals against Leo Rush.
Right.
That same match.
Right.
That's nuts.
Yep.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. So, is this your first time performing this song live?
Yes.
I've
not performed this at my own concerts. I've not, when I do my own shows, like regular shows, I haven't done it yet. This is going to be my first time doing this.
Nice. Have you put thought into like what you're? I'm sure you've been kind of coming.
Dude,
up
I was at WrestleMania weekend thinking about this.
How you gonna come out the curtain?
I was at WrestleMania weekend. I was all over. I've been thinking about this day for months. Ever since I first hit up the powers that be at DEFY, I was like, I got to do this. I've texted Shane about what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Like I've really been waiting for this moment, man. And I'm glad this is the first time I'm doing it because I have so many ideas of how I can take it.
Yeah.
Even when I do my regular concerts, you know? Mm-hmm. So
that's going to be fun to watch live. It's going to be really cool. And a great backdrop, which is Washington Hall with the fan base. I'm sure Shane has told you what it's like at Washington Hall. I mean, we say we get loud for a reason because the room will just be deafening. No pressure.
It's going to take over. It's going to take over for sure.
And Shane, congratulations. When we're taping this is right before DEFY Vibes. You just added another strap to your collection and Major League Wrestling.
Yeah. I'm the first MLW champion in the new era and MLW world champion in the new era of MLW. Yeah. I currently hold the record for the most main events in MLW's company's history. I just beat out Steve Carino, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is my fourth, fourth main event. I just beat out Steve Carino's record.
And I saw you on Strickland, Shane, which is your Instagram and your Twitter. There's a great picture of you just being showered with confetti. And I know this is probably the dumbest question ever you've heard. Well, you've talked to me 4 other times, so you've heard a lot of dumb questions. So, but maybe my dumbest question: what is it like to feel? What does it feel like having a confetti shower?
That's actually the second time that's ever happened. The first time was
aren't you fancy, Mr. Strickland?
I don't get it often. I don't get it very often. The first time I got it was in WXW in Germany. I won the tag titles against Zack Sabre and Marty Scurll.
Damn.
That was the first time that's happened, and that was like, whew, that arena and that building was way bigger than MLW's. Mm-hmm. Guilt nightclub, but this one was so special because it was like it's just me by myself on my own. Like I did this, I worked hard for that, I got this opportunity, I succeeded, I beat the odds. It was just like a really culminating feeling. And it was like, man, all this hard work is just paying off.
It's got to feel good to know all your peers. I mean, also like Carly, your lady. I saw a great post that she posted about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice to know that the people that care about you are sharing how proud they are of you. You know what I mean?
It's a fulfilling. It's fulfillment in my heart and also it's also
my boss as soon as you walked into the studios, my boss as he's walking out goes, "Hey man, congratulations."
Yeah, I'm like, how do you know? On the other side of the country, literally on the catty corner, other side of the country.
Gotta love social media. Sometimes social media does good. More often than not, drives me nuts. But that's a cool moment for social media.
It's insane to me.
Yeah,
like how small this world is. How small this world really can be, and then how fast news travels like that. Mm-hmm. It's insane to me.
That was pretty damn awesome, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
For people to follow you, find you, what's the best way?
Hey, man, you can find me on Monteasy Moore on all social media networks, on Twitter, Instagram. You can go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Message Monteasy TV. Subscribe to the channel. You can also find me as co-host to the Big Dog Hair Swerve Talk, High Spots.
Nice.
Go ahead, man. We got some episodes dropping. We got some classic episodes dropping soon for you guys.
I got a double disc coming, actually.
All right, I got to ask you guys, since you brought it up, for each of you, favorite moment from your Swerve Talk show.
Favorite moment?
Yeah.
Man, Moose's flat Earth theory.
That was intense.
He's a flat earther?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yours was every Ice Cube.
Everything mentioned, every mention of the Ice Cube segment, or when me and him got into a debate about a basketball player, and it was literally me and him were literally only two talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it was it wasn't heated, but it was like a discussion.
Yeah,
we don't get heated with each other. It's not that bad, but it was a good debate. It was like everybody was talking, and then it was just us two. And we were just going back and forth. So that was one of my favorite moments too, because it was a good dialogue conversation. That and
the last one we did was great though. We had Eddie Kingston, MJF. ACH and Stokely Hathaway all on
That
one.
was a lot of fun.
That was a really good one. That was the last one we did, and MJF didn't know where Tupac was shot.
He didn't know where Tupac died, man. He didn't know.
How old is he?
22.
Gosh, those are those moments that make you feel old.
Yeah, he didn't grow up
me
with
more
it.
than yeah.
He grew up with these little Uzis and these
Yeah, he didn't
young
grow up.
thugs.
He didn't grow up with it.
He grew up with these guys.
He didn't grow up with it at all.
Sometimes it frustrates me, but I mean, then I sound like the old man, like get off my lawn guy. But it's like, gosh, you know,
I
like
have no problem being that guy.
but I don't.
Especially on that show.
Well, yeah, it's like certain things. Like I still don't feel like that's so long ago, but apparently, when you think about it,
eons.
right?
Eons ago.
It's nuts.
Like my kids don't know who Michael Jackson is.
Oh,
they don't know.
We might need to call CPS on you.
Yeah. Yes, I failed.
But it's, dude, that's ancient to them. That's like from like me not, you know, I mean, my dad's probably mad when I didn't know who Frankie Valli was or something like that, or, you know, something along those lines when he first talked about it. It's just
like Frankie Beverly and all those guys.
Right.
Like, who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Man.
Well, that's great. We're going to end this on us all feeling old.
Oh, I thought we could end this on a very special occasion since we have one of the best hip hop artists in the wrestling industry today. We got to end it with a good old beat and a good old freestyle.
Okay, I was going to ask, and I was going to say, hey, if I throw something out at you, I could edit this out, and we don't even have to do it. But I have a theme song that is used on my podcast, and I have the music bed from it.
Okay.
If I play the music bed, feel free to do whatever you want to it. I think that'd be pretty cool, and I could easily edit in the MIGS chants that happen later on. But I thought that'd be really freaking cool. If, like, it's called MIGS versus the World of Wrestling. However, whatever you want to do, I thought that'd be pretty. You game for it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, awesome. That makes it. Thank you, Shane. You made my weird proposal a lot easier now. All right.
Absolutely.
I'll start playing. You can feel free to jump in wherever you want. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of okay. I like this. How long is it?
About 250.
Okay, let me go ahead. Check. Yo, I didn't write nothing. I'm just rapping with silence. I get the game off, moving the lines. I'll let you know I'm feeling it. So different, it's been prolific every time I hit it. You know Monteasy statistic, you know the game ain't fair. It's been a one-story house. The only person I'm afraid of is the man upstairs. Never tried to check it. The game's directed. Every time I try to find the misconception, know the game's protected. I always woke up with a different mode, moving through different codes. Every time I rap, you know my metaphors could just explode. Not the best of you, something that connect to you. Everything I ever did was lyrically incredible. I tried to break it down, you know. Everything I always did just for the crowd, you know. This is my mic, you know. Every time I rip it, I could really move. Now I can slaughter dudes, kill it without auto-tune. Flow is sick. I examined it. The parameter's different every time I hammer it. Bars is crazy. Lyrically, nobody make me understand that the flow is crazy. Every time I try to break up, lyrically wake up, I get the bars off the skeleton. Lyrically connecting it. Game isn't investing in everything that you testing in. Bring the check in. And every time I try to move it, you know rap is just confusing. Like Busta Rhymes, I can see. Lyrically, everything know that I could be. Nobody in this game is ever trying me. I'll let you know the game is nice of everything I ever did with the metaphors that I write. I've been different. Game's prolific. Every time I try to murder it, lyrically hurting it. You know this game, I've been deserving it. Try to come down to the beat, lyrically rap with the feet. Everything they ever said, the problem now equal is me. It's Shane Strickland, Monteasy, here to rap again. On the podcast, let you know that the factor's in. All game when I math again. Mathematician when I pass it in. Never seen everything with the casket. Undertaker classic in. Here is my time now, lyrically time now. Rap game off the grind now. Beats now I can find now of anybody who want it. Here is percussion. Lyrically nothing is everything you rappers saying. No this is just me moving out. You know the game will move. Lyrically I'm moving down. Get the square off Rubik's Cubes. Let you know the game is sick. My panorama is nice on everything I ever spit is just like it's been the theme song king. 4 years, reigning champion, here to hamps again. Nobody get the game ramping in, ramp it in. Flow is incredible, lyrically I'm testing you. It's been impregnable, but no ladies. You know the rap game always never been avoiding me, choosing me all up in your game and your girls' ovaries. It's been the nicest, lyrically priceless. I let you rappers understand that my flow is divisive, all in the vice grip. Moving the game is crazy. Monteasy, #1, baby. Let's get it. Just a warm up.
Oh man, that was fantastic, dude.
Well,
thank you,
brother. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, people find you on social media.
At Monteasy Moore on all social networks.
And Strickland Shane Strickland as well. Monteasy, Shane Strickland. This has been a blast. Thank you.
No problem, man.